Hi, welcome to my channel Ruby Net Crochet Tejido. Today I'll be teaching you how to crochet these beautiful snowman hats. They're very easy to do. I hope you guys like it and give it a try. And here is the list of material you're gonna need to make them. If you are not already a subscriber, please subscribe and click on the little bell. That way you get notification each time I upload a video. Remember, I make my videos in Spanish and English. If you receive a Spanish video and you want to see in English, go to the main page of my YouTube channel that you'll find the English version in there. Also, you can send me a message and I can send you the link. To make this hat, these are the material I'm going to use. These two are leftover from Loops and Thread Impeccable Medium 4 100% acrylic. This one is Orange Crush. This one's white, and I have this one is a leftover from Bernard Premium Medium 4 as well, 100% acrylic. And this one, Red Heart Super Saver Medium 4, 100% acrylic. These two, you're only going to need a little bit of the orange for the nose, a little bit of the black for the two little eyes, and the ones that you're going to use the most are these two. The crochet hooks, I'm going to use the 5mm for the hat and the 4mm for the nose and eyes. You're going to need tapestry needle and scissor and measurement tape to guide yourself by measurements. I forgot to mention the color of this is light blue. I already made one hat to try the design, the little snowman, and it's this one with a little pointy nose. And I use for this one a Bernard Premium, and the color is lilac. And this is for a baby from 3 to 6 months. But I will give you the measurement of different size hat that you can make. So for a newborn, the circumference is 14 inches, 36 centimeters by 6 inches the height, that's 15 centimeters. This one, from 3 to 6 months, 17 inches in the circumference, 43 centimeters by 7 inches, 18 centimeter height. 6 months to 1 year, 18 inches, that is 46 centimeters by 7.5 inches, 19 centimeters height. And from 1 year to 3, 18 inches, 48 centimeters by 8 inches, 20.5 centimeters height or length. And from 3 to 10 years old, that's the one I'm going to make now for William, is 20 inches the circumference, 51 centimeters, 8.5 inches height, that is 22 centimeters. For this one, I did a chain of 9, and in number 8, I did my first slip stitch, and I did 8 slip stitch until I had 30 centimeters, because when you stretch this stretch a lot, and that will give you those 43 centimeters that you need. Well, that depends if you crochet really tight or the hook and yarn that you're using as well. And for William, I'm going to do a chain of 10, and in number 9, I'm going to do my slip stitch, and I will do those 9 slip stitch until I have 34 centimeters, because when I stretch that will give me the 51 centimeters that I need for the circumference. So remember, you're making this bigger or smaller, the size of the hat, you have to take that account when you stretch this part. This stretch a lot, so you have to keep that to account. Before I start, I just wanted to show you the hat that I made for William. I'm gonna guide myself by these measurements because I did this one for him. So this one is 34 centimeters. When I stretched this out, it gave me the 51 inches that I needed. So if you don't see in this tutorial, I'm going to leave you the link for the applique and for the hat. You're going to see an eye, you click on the eye, I will bring you there, or at the end of the video I will leave those links. I absolutely love this hat because the little doggy had the flapping ears, and he saw it in a video call and he hardly can wait to come and pick it up for school. So I absolutely love these hats for him. So I'm gonna do the hat like this one, except that I'm gonna do the color combination and I'm gonna do the snowman face in this hat. So I decided to change the yarn that I'm gonna use for the hat. from this one. To be honest, Red Heart is not my favorite yarn for hats because I find that it's a little bit more coarse, more, you know, I don't know if you have touched them before and you touch the loops and thread Impeccable. This one is softer, and the Bernard Premium is even softer. But as I wanted a blue, this is the lightest blue that I have in the Impeccable. This is the one that I wanted, but I don't have any at this color and this type of yarn. I don't getting paid for advertisement by the Loops and Thread or by Bernard. It's just that I find that Red Heart is more for me, for Granny Square, for blankets, for area rugs or something like that. If you touch them, both of them, you can tell that this one is a little bit softer for hats. Sorry about that. I'm gonna change yarn. I decided that just the last minute. And with this one, I wish I was getting paid. But no, I'm not. So I'm gonna leave a tail long enough for sewing the two ends together, and I'm gonna do a slip knot, and I'm gonna do a chain of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And at the second chain from the hook, I'm gonna do a slip stitch. And I'm gonna do a slip stitch on each chain space for a total of 9. I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'm gonna chain 1, and I'm gonna turn my work around, and in the second chain from the hook and the back strand, you're gonna do your slip stitch. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and if you've done the other little hat that I just showed you, you'll know how to do this. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit, that way you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. If you look at this, it looks like the chain is space again, you see? So you will chain 1. I already record in Spanish, that's why I have a few extra rows. You will chain 1, and you see in the second chain from the hook and the back strand here is where you're going to do your slip stitch. And you're going to do the slip stitch that you want. Mine, there are 9. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And again, you go back to have the chain space. And this is very stretchy, like I mentioned, and look how nice it looks up close. And I stretch a lot. It's really nice. I absolutely love to do this for hats. And I don't been doing this like that for a very long time, but I really enjoy once I start doing this. I absolutely love this because it's it gives you like almost like a knitted stretchability for the border. And you will think that because it's a slip stitch that it will take forever, but no, it's fast. Once you get going, it is fast. But you have to remember always to keep the same amount of stitch that you start with. So like this, I'm gonna continue until I have my 34 centimeters. And then what I will do, I will open my measurement tape until I have my 51 centimeter. I will stretch this out, and if I measure my 51 centimeter when I stretch it out, and then it will be perfect. So I will continue doing these until I have the measurements. So for yours, depend on the size that you're doing, you will do the same. Okay, you will open your measurement tape, stretch your border out, until you get the length that you need for your hat. I'm gonna show you a little bit close again. So you're gonna chain 1, and then in the second chain from the hook you're gonna do your slip stitch. Just wanted to show you how to do the last one, that usually you don't see the strand, you see, because it's hiding. So that's 1, 4, 7, 8. You see it? 9, you don't see it, so you have to dig for it. Underneath there, you see it? It's there. And 9. Just wanted to show you that. And like that, you're gonna continue until you have the length that you need. Here I have my length, and if I measure, look, from 0 to 34 exactly, and I open this up to the 51, from 0 to 51, and I go there to 51, and this go all the way to 0. Okay, so I stretch a lot. So now what I'm gonna do is gonna grab this. I'm gonna sew these two end together, and I'm going to make sure that I don't sew this, because I need this slip. I finished my last single crochet. I'm gonna do slip stitch and to move around the first one to close that loop. And you see in that slip stitch is where you're gonna do the first overlapping half double crochet. Last stitch. So you will chain 1, much better. Turn your work around, and that slip stitch. And I will start working in the first round of the top of the hat. Chain 1, and in each space you're gonna do your half double crochet. And those 2 round repetition is the one that you're gonna continue with the white until you have the length that you need for the face of your little snowman. So for mine, I will work under 5 inches, I think. So I will measure here when I have all those repetitions, and I will let you know how many repetitions of those 2 rounds I will do for this one, just in case you don't have a measurement tape. And like that, that's how we start to take shape. And remember, this is stretch too. Once you finish sewing, it'll look like this. And look how much that's stretched. So if you want to do this just a little bit bigger, for a little bigger kid, you can do like 35 centimeters. Because for an adult size, I measure 1, and it's 37 centimeters. So I already did the chain 1, and I'm gonna do a round of single crochet. And in this round, I'm gonna count my single crochet, because I want to have like 65 single crochet, give or take. More take than give. Like from 60 to 65. But for me, I want to be closer to 65, because that's what I did for this one. This one, I did 65 single crochet. And for this one, I did 47 single crochet. So if you're making a hat a little bit smaller than this, you can do 45 single crochet, 44. And if you're doing a little bit bigger, you can do like 47, 48. Here I have my 65 stitches. A couple of them a little close here, but these 2 are a little bit more close. But I have my 65. I'm gonna do slip stitch in the first single crochet, and we're gonna work in that slip stitch in the way back. We're gonna chain 1, turn or work around, and that slip stitch is this one in here. You're gonna do a single crochet, you're gonna chain 1, and that's the first half double crochet. Now you're gonna do a half double crochet on each single crochet, and at the end you'll have 65. If you're doing 65 single crochet in the first round, you always have to have 65. So I will do this round with the blue, and then at the end, when we turn our work around, we'll work with the white. That's what I did for this one. You see, I did the round of single crochet, one round of half double crochet, and then I changed to the white. I work for the white for a bit to do the face, and then the little top for the head with the lilac for this one, and this one will be with the blue. So like that, you'll continue all the way around. And this is the right side of our hat. So depending on the amount of stitches that you're doing, here is the amount of half double crochet that you will do. So I'm going back and forth like I did in this hat. That way I have the bump at the nose and the other side. You see, this seam is a little less visible and it's straight, because when you work in the round, these tend to go a little bit more sideways, and it's a little bit more visible, the seam in here, you see. So that's why I'm going back and forth. I have my 65 half double crochet. I'm gonna do a slip stitch. I'm gonna chain one. I'm gonna cut the yarn, and now I'm gonna start working in the right side with the white, doing a row or a round of single crochet. In the right side you do single crochet, and the wrong side, inside out, you do half double crochet. Once you finish, it will look like this. Now we want to work with the white, and this measure 6.5 centimeters. That is 2.5 inches, and I have to work for 8.5 inches, but I always like to work a little bit under the 8.5 for this size hat, and so that will be like that. So with the white, I'm gonna work for 4 inches and a bit, and then the rest will be with the blue again, and the white will be for the face of the snowman. So with the 5mm crochet hook again, remember this one is just for the little nose and eyes. I'm gonna do a slip knot. Always like to start with a slip knot when I change color, when I start a new ball of yarn, because this slip knot, it will make sure that your work don't unravel, don't come undone, even in probably 20 years. So you're gonna pass the slip knot, and you create a loop, and that loop will be your first chain. So you're going to chain one, and I'm working in the slip stitch there, exactly the same as you have worked with the blue. Okay, so in the same space, the first slip stitch. So you do your single crochet in that space, and you'll continue with single crochet until you have your 65 if you're doing the same amount as me. And I'm losing the tails at the same time, that way I don't have to sew any ends or anything in here. And I'm going in between, you see, and here, that's from the half double crochet, and that little hole that you see is where I'm creating my single crochet. I almost forgot to give you the measurement of this one. For this part is 3.5 inches that I did with the white, and that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 repetition of the 2 rounds with the white. So if you're making this, let's say smaller, you'll have to measure this and then leave for the top around 1.5 inches, almost 2, and then the rest from this and the 1.5 2 inches for the top, the rest you will do with the white. And I think for this one I'm gonna do 5 inches with the white. My mind went blank. 5 inches with the white, maybe a little less, and then I will do the rest with the blue. I finished my last single crochet. I'm gonna do a slip stitch on the first one, and you see in that slip stitch is where you're gonna do the first half double crochet. So you will chain 1, turn your work around, and that slip stitch you will do a single crochet, chain 1, and in each space you're gonna do your half double crochet. And those 2 round repetition is the one that you're gonna continue with the white until you have the length that you need for the face of your little snowman. So for mine, I will work under 5 inches, I think. So I will measure here when I have all those repetitions, and I will let you know how many repetitions of those 2 rounds I will do for this one, just in case you don't have a measurement tape. And like that, it's I did 7 rounds of the repetition, of those 2 row repetition, and I measure 7 inches, and that is 18 centimeters. So the rest I'm gonna do with the blue until I have 21 centimeters. That will be 8.5 inches. So I finished with a round of half double crochet. I'm gonna change color to the blue, and I will do a round of single crochet like I did here for the change of color. So I'm gonna cut this yarn because I'm not gonna need it anymore. I'm gonna start with the blue. So I already did with the blue a round of single crochet and 1 round of half double crochet. I chain 1, turn my work around to work in the round of single crochet, and in this one I'm gonna do a round of decrease. I'm gonna do 1, 2 separate single crochet, and the next 2 we're gonna do together. So you pass through 1, you have 2 loops, pass through the next one, you have 3 loops, and you're gonna close those 3 loops. You do the decrease. So you're gonna do 1 and 2 separate single crochet, and 3 and 4 you're gonna do them together, those 2 together. Again, 1 and 1, and the next one is 2, and the next 2 together. And like that is this round of the crease. For the smaller size hat, I did every 3 single crochet, I did 2 together, because these have less stitches, so they are a little more far apart, and this one a little bit close together. So for the smaller, 1, 2, 3 single crochet, 2 together. For this one, 1, 2 single crochet, and the next 2 together. I'm gonna finish here. I have 3 left, so I'm gonna do my 2 together and 1 at the end. Remember, we have odd numbers, so that's why we have 1 extra. And I'm gonna do my slip stitch. I'm gonna chain 1, turn my work around, and I'm gonna do this round a half double crochet. And you're gonna do all your stitches half double crochet until the end. Like this. And I start to get a little bit more small in the top. Again, I'm going to do that repetition of the crease. 1, 2 separate single crochet, and 2 together. 1 and 2 separate single crochet, and 2 together. And like that, you're going to continue. For the smaller size hat, you will do the same as before, 3 single crochet and 2 together. I finished that round, and I finished exactly the same, 2 together and 1 separate single crochet. I'm going to chain 1, and instead of turning around to do a round of half double crochet, I'm going to do another round of single crochet and another round of decrease, and this is the last round. So in the same space, I'm going to do 1 single crochet, and the next one another one, and the next 2 together. For the smaller size hat, you will do the same but with 3 single crochet and 2 together. 1 and 2 and 2 together. 1 and 2 and 2 together. When we finish here, we'll cut a strand long enough to pass it through the top and close the top of our hat, and we only had to do the little face. So, and measure exactly like I show you my 8.5 inches that I need for this size. Exactly. So before I close the top, I'm gonna do the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, because it will be easier for me when I start to sew them. At least the eyes and the nose, to pass my hand in here and help myself to do it. And then after, I will sew the top. Something else, if you decide to do another round of single crochet, you can do that, a decrease round. For mine, like I have the 8.5 inches that I need is perfect for this size. You don't have to do a snowman face. You can leave your hat like this. That will look absolutely gorgeous as well when you close it in the top. And if you want, you can do a bunch of little flower and put it here. I may do one like that. And you can do as well, you know, the little dog face that I did before. You can put it here. It will look really nice. Or just like this, it look perfect. It's a really nice basic hat. So I'm going to show you how to do the 2 eyes. I'm going to show you how to do one with the blue, because they're done in black and you don't want to see anything. And then the little nose. Now I'm done with this one. I'm going to start with a smaller crochet hook. I'm going to start with the magic circle. And my magic circle are like my slip knot, but I don't close the tail. I don't pull the tail. So I leave it like that. Bring it out and leave it like that. A small magic circle. I'm going to chain 1, and in that circle I'm going to do 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'm just thinking, since this hat is a little bit bigger, I'm gonna do the eyes with a bigger size hook. That way they're a little bit bigger. For the smaller size hat, I did that with this hook, and the eyes are that size. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I already did one with the black. I'm gonna do another one with a bigger size hook, and I'll compare them because I really like that. So I'll let you know. When you finish your 6 single crochet, you'll pull the tail and you'll do a slip stitch in the first one. You'll cut the yarn, leave the tail long enough for sewing, and you'll have to make 2 like that, but with the black. And then we'll start with the nose. For the nose, I'm gonna do again a magic circle with a smaller size hook. I'm gonna chain 1, and this time I'm gonna do 3 single crochet. 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna pull the tail, and you're gonna go to the first one, and you're gonna do slip stitch. Like this. You're gonna chain 1, and in that same space you're gonna do a single crochet, and you're gonna do a single crochet in each for a total of 4, because you're gonna do 1 as well and the slip stitch. Now you don't gonna chain 1, you're gonna continue working in the round. There. You're gonna continue working in the round, single crochet, and bring it, push it in, the right side out, and then you're gonna do your single crochet. It's very easy once you get going. This one don't want to. There. Yeah, that's the little point that you need for the nose. In this space that is a little bit more far, I'm gonna do 2 single crochet. You see, you work in the round, and you have to increase in some stitches to make sure that it's not pulling. You will do an increase. For example, in this one I had to do another one. In this one I will do 1 and another one. I'm gonna do an increase in that one. It's just to go around, you know, we're working in the round, no chain space, just single crochet. And here and there you will do an increase, and you'll work until you have the desired size. How big, how small you want the nose is up to you. If you want it very pointy, you can continue working because it will get bigger. Like so. You see the point? Like a carrot. So when you're done the size that you want, you will do 1 slip stitch, and in the next one another slip stitch to make sure that it's nice and even the border. You'll chain 1, you'll cut the yarn, leaving it long enough for sewing. You'll pass it through, you'll bring this inside out, you will secure that tail and here, and then you will place it back like that. And if you want, you can put some cotton inside, or you can cut a little piece of this, the same color yarn, stuff it in, and then you're ready to sew the little pointy nose. So I did 2 with a bigger size hook and 2 with a smaller size hook. So I'm deciding which one I'm gonna use. They look nice with the smaller, but I think I like the bigger eyes. Like this. Yeah, I think this one will be better. I'll ask Phil anyway for his opinion. It's good to ask opinion around. Like this. Now for the mouth, for the smile, that will be up to you. How you're gonna do it. You can do it like a side smile. You can do it a big smile, or you can do a straight smile. That is your own creation. The separation that I did for this one between the eyes was 1, 2, 3, 4 half double crochet. For this one I will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because this is a bigger size hat. So that's what I'm gonna do, place them on there, and then the nose will be in the middle after I do the eyes first. So now we're gonna work on the mouth, and that will be up to you how you want to do it. You can do it more like this, more like a smile, more straight, like this. So for this one I just did like a smile, and remember this is like freehand work. So I'm gonna cut a piece from the black and I will do the smile. Once you finish, they will look like this. So such an easy way to just to embellish a hat, just by doing the eyes, the little nose, the little face. You can do that to any hat. And you see the difference. This one's from 3 to 10 years old. This one is from 3 to 6 months. And they are adorable. So I hope you guys like it. And give it a thumbs up. And subscribe to my channel if you are not already a subscriber and you make these hats and you want to send me some picture. You can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Ne Crochet Tejido, or my Instagram, Ruby Ne Crochet Tejido. Please share my video with friends and family. That way you help me grow here in YouTube. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.